It's easy to know how to study in a class that has set homework week after week. It's tougher, however, if you have few required assignments and are just left to your own devices to study. Here I will show you a sample study plan for a three-day per week class to give you some suggestions about how to study for a college class. You will see this is a schedule for a Monday, Wednesday, Friday class with an exam at the end of week 5. This will give you an idea how to set up a study plan, and you can then adjust the times, days, and activities to match your needs for each of your classes. Here you see week one of the study plan. Go to classes in capital letters. That's because it's critically important to make sure you go to class. Then you'll notice one active study strategy each day of the week except Saturday. After class on Monday, you do something active to work with your notes from that day's class. Here I suggest either recopying your notes from earlier that day or reading the notes aloud with a classmate or on your own. Perhaps this will take 30 minutes to do. Tuesday you don't have class, so do the required reading. Read actively by taking notes on a separate sheet of paper or by highlighting as you go. Perhaps this will take an hour. On Wednesday, you go to class, of course, then spend half an hour or so actively reviewing the day's content. Use the same strategy as Monday or mix it up. Just make sure you're being active. Thursday, you finish the required reading for the week. Again, read actively by taking notes or highlighting as you go. You can also write short summaries of each section that you read. Your weekend break is coming, but don't check out too soon. On Friday, go to class and review that day's material using an active strategy. Yay, it's the weekend! Do something fun, spend time with family and friends, and recharge for the busy week ahead. On Sunday, you'll look back at the last week and study by reviewing all 3 lectures from that week in a thorough and active way. I suggest condensing all the information from last week's lectures and readings into a 1-page summary sheet, or using last week's readings and lecture notes to predict test questions. Remember to write both the questions and the answers. Use a similar schedule for each week. If your exam is on Friday of week 5, you're going to start ramping up your studying about 5 days before the exam. On Monday, do your usual routine of attending class and studying that day's content actively by recopying or reading the notes aloud. Then spend at least 1 hour studying for the upcoming exam by using your weekly summary sheets or predicted test questions. Since you're giving yourself plenty of time, you only need to study the content from weeks 1 and 2 today. On Tuesday, keep up with your textbook reading. Then also spend at least an hour studying for the exam by using your weekly summary sheets or predicted test questions from weeks 3 through 5. On Wednesday, go to class and follow your usual routine of actively studying that day's content. Then quiz yourself using the summary sheets or predicted test questions for the content from weeks 1 through 5. You've already reviewed this content recently, but more exposure means better retention. On Thursday, do some final exam study by reciting the summary sheets again or answering your predicted test questions. You know this stuff, so 2 to 3 hours will be plenty of studying today. Go to the exam slightly nervous but confident. You're prepared and will do great. Again, this sample study plan is an example of how to space out your studying for a class, and you can modify it any way that works for you. The most important features are going to class regularly, studying frequently and actively, and spacing your exam studying over a few days. Good luck!